last 4 years of my life alone, I have been a bartender, a fine dining server. I've worked at a crystal shop. I have modeled for a major fitness brand, and I've worked in the corporate tech space. All of this to say, I know my way around a rebrand. I've done this before. So these are the 3 things you need to know to flawlessly execute your rebrand. As you're thinking about your rebrand, there is one question that you need to be asking yourself over and over and over. The question is, why not? We ask why, we ask how, we ask if. We don't ask ourselves enough, why not? When you have those thoughts like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if this will look right on me, I don't know if this sounds right. You want to make a certain post or you want to wear a certain outfit. You're worried about, oh, I don't know if this will look good on me. Why wouldn't it? Oh, because society says it doesn't. Does that really matter to you? If you feel a desire to do something, that is always a good sign. The only purpose these hesitations serve is to distract us and knock us off of that path. So what you need to do when those distractions and when those hesitancies come up is fight right back with a why not. So I'll give a full example. My most recent transition was into corporate life, and I oftentimes, coming from a more customer service background, would ask myself, am I smart enough? I'd have doubts surrounding my intelligence, surrounding my capability, surrounding projections about how other people felt. And when I asked myself why, it boiled down to this question of, I don't know if I can do this, or I'm unsure if I'm capable of this. Specifically in a situation like this with imposter syndrome, the easiest way is just to recognize where you are. When you're thinking, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if it's good enough, realize you're literally doing it. That in and of itself is success, so we can stop there. In addition to just telling the voices in your head, nuh-uh, you can also start to incorporate practices or habits in your life that reinforce that confidence in yourself, that strengthen your abilities, that bring in awareness to the world around you so you're not constantly living in your head or listening to the ego or limiting voices. I'm happy to expand in another video, but the most important thing for the rebrand is asking yourself, why not more? Begin to uncover possibilities and continuing in expansion. If you clicked on this video and you're wanting to rebrand, you're already the type of person that has that spirit of curiosity and of fun and of flow inside of you. It's just taking away anything that seeks to take away from that. Really quieting anything that seeks to tell you that you can't do that, because you can, and you will, and you are. Once you start that mindset shift, you need to be ready for all the opportunity coming to you in this new era. Once you've aligned to your desired new part of your persona, there will be endless opportunities for you to dig deeper into that and explore and become that person more and more. Notice and follow. Now that you know you're unafraid, this is not something that you're ashamed of, this is something you've accepted, that you want to be and you're ready to be, look and notice the opportunities to do that around you. And you have to really pay attention, because sometimes it doesn't look like what you think it is. When I think about my bartender era, where that really started was food service and me working at a fine dining restaurant and realizing, hey, you know, if I give people a good time while they're enjoying their meals or their drinks and I razzle dazzle them and do my theater kid thing, then I can get a lot of money from that. And bartending was the next iteration of that. I made more money while working less. Sometimes you're thinking so much about your level up that you're not realizing the step that is right there. Like, you're looking at climbing this mountain, not realizing there's a little rope that you can follow right there to get you where you want to get. And the third part to this flawless rebrand is the vision. Don't get scared, okay? You don't need a 5-year plan, you just need a vision, a guiding principle, a North Star. Where a lot of people mess up with crafting a vision is they craft a vision that isn't actually what they want. And what I mean by that is you may draw inspiration from seeing other people. That's natural, that's normal, that's who we are as humans. We're meant to inspire each other. Oftentimes what people will do is see inspiration in someone else, you know, get that feeling of inspiration and then try to replicate what they saw in another person rather than chasing what really brought that feeling up for them. So what I mean by this is, let's say, you know, you want to now enter your Pilates era because you're seeing the girlies on TikTok do it. They look healthy, they look happy, they look like they're living their best lives, and you're like, I want a little bit more of that. That's great motivation. That's perfect motivation, but that is not your vision. Your vision cannot be replicating what you see from someone else. It has to be your own. So as you get that inspiration, start to think about what it really is that is inspiring you about what you saw. In this Pilates example, you know, you're seeing they look happy, they look healthy, they look pretty, and you're thinking, okay, I want a healthier lifestyle. I want to unlock more joy within my life. I want to be brighter and be more energetic and more confident. This is your vision, not what these girls are doing. Because you've now aligned this to your specific outcomes and the things that you want out of life, even if you're not doing exactly what they're doing, you're going to start to find in your life other ways to bring about these outcomes. So maybe you'll think of a new healthy dessert that you can make. You'll start going to bed earlier. You'll wake up earlier in the morning to do your Pilates. That is where you see life start to shift, not when you are trying to replicate someone else's life and someone else's success, because it cannot be yours. Only your success is yours. Asking those deeper questions about what it is that you want and aligning that inspiration from someone else to your specific vision and goals is going to help you a ton. The last part is going all in, committing, and like just really making it a personality trait. If you've done the mindset and you've done the vision, you already know what it is you want to do. You are aligned to what that looks like for you, and you are unafraid of what anybody else thinks. So now you can integrate it, let it show bright, and continue to be dedicated to doing more of it. Really be a student of what it is that you desire. And I feel like if you're watching this video, then that sort of energy comes naturally to you, but continue to nourish that and chase it. I remember when I went from high school to college, kind of going into my sorority era, I watched so many videos on sorority recruitment. I looked at all the different sorority dues, aligned that to my pay schedule over the summer to make sure I had enough saves, content of people going through recruitment, and really like learned as much as I could about it. And that attitude is what sustains a rebrand. If you're picking something up and then staying at that novice, like introductory level, you won't give yourself that full opportunity to really fall into it and let it stick and let it be integrated in your personality. So I've sunk lower because the sun is setting. Look at where I started. This is a great time to wrap it up. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please check out any of my other ones. I have guided meditations, affirmations that can help you as you're on your rebranding growth journey. Until then, I will see you later. I hope to see the new you. Bye boo.